Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Apparently, Monty, who built my channel, thank you, Monty. I appreciate you so much for allowing me to have a channel under your good grace of Girl World. I appreciate you. But Monty decided that he was going to come back and review that same video. And during his opinion of that video, your mama was in the chat. Your mama was in the chat, and your mama asked to join Monty's panel. Your mama joined Monty's panel and decided that he was going to try to give some kind of defense. And I'm gonna zoom past this. I'm gonna zoom past this because your mama deflected so much. He deflected so much. Monty, who is himself struggling for views and trying to make sure that his channel is going to be revitalized in some kind of way or just stay alive, to be honest with you, as I see that he has one mod who rides or dies with him. Mary, check yourself, ma'am. Not a good look. But I was in Monty's chat interested in what your mama had to say and how he was going to defend himself against those words that you just heard him spoke twice. And I gave my opinion about it. Now, your mama often states that he is a reactor that can take and receive opinions. And it's all fun and games in Girl World when you can get an opinion and you can take it. But it seems like I have gotten under your mama's skin. I've gotten to the boy. That thrills me beyond belief. So your mama spends a lot of time on Monty's panel, and he's deflecting the issue back towards Monty. Monty is defending the issue when at hand, the topic is absolutely, hey, what you said about sharing personal, private public photos of someone in their prawn site just because they send it to you with your boys. That's kind of that's kind of nasty. But instead of responding to the accusations, responding to whatever you said, or trying to smooth it out, even I tried to smooth it out for you, but there's no way of really smoothing that out for you, bruh. Instead, I watched you dig a deeper hole for yourself as you deflected everything back towards Monty and his behaviors and OnlyFans and the people that, and Monty flat out proved to you that, hey, what you were talking about, you may be misinformed, uneducated, ignorant about. Monty proved that to you in front of all the people that was there. And Monty had a spectacular crowd. He had a crowd bigger than any crowd that he's had in the whole year since his scandal has came out. Now, on this panel, you went after Monty, you went after Miami. You told them all their personal business about what Monty was doing behind the scenes, how Miami was doxing people at the swingers club and all this other good stuff. And then her world jumped on panel. Her world jumped on panel. And guys, let's check out what happened when her world jumped on panel, because that's when we got back to the topic. That's when we got back on focus of what was it that you were saying about this particular topic here. And I want you to hear in particular, again, your mama's defense. Now, I think I do a pretty good Yo Mama impersonation when I do his little yup laugh, and I think I do. I think I do because I hear it replaying in my mind over and over again. So I can only give you what I hear replaying, but I don't think I need to do any of that when your mama has proven himself to be just a low cow rascal. You know, he's just proven himself that he's now about to join the low cow ranks of people that are just being made fun of because they're ignorant. And he's got to backpedal everything that he says. So let's listen to what your mama has to say about not only what he said, but about little old me. And I hope, guys, that he's more entertaining than I am, because apparently I'm jealous of him and I want to be just like him, and I'm boring and I put him to sleep. So explain to me, does he want me to be just like him so I can just shuck and jive and all day long and not really know what I'm talking about? Or do I need to sometimes slow it down for the individuals on the short bus, your mama, so that you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? But either way it goes, guys. With that being said, let's get her on.
Being on your panel, especially with your mama, I did not foresee any of this today.
Yeah, because you Beyonce. I see you got that weirdo Inferno in here. Hey, Inferno. You called me a coon like 5 times, though. Man.
No. Let's get it clear. Let's get it clear. Let me take this heat. I called you a coon about 5 times. Your mama, as a black man, I called you a coon. I did. It's kind of racist that I called you that, but it is quite fitting that you like to shuck and jive and entertain and just be a clown and some kind of court gesture for everybody versus knowing any facts or having an actual opinion of your own. You take from everybody else's opinion and then you try to make it yours. So that's why you can't really defend yourself. And that's the reason why you spent an entire 2 episodes on Monty's panel deflecting from the fact that you said out your mouth that, hey, somebody sent you their prawn information and you're going to share it with your boys, be it public, private, or whatever. You're going to share it with your boys. And now you want to call out Inferno 90999 because you think he called you a coon? Now I'll take that. I'll take that heat. I'll take the coon heat. I've already had it. It's already good. And if people don't understand why I called you that, then hey, we can talk about the field and the house Negro if you really want to have some, because that could play a little bit of factor in our discussion right here. But not. We're not going to get. Not going to get too deep, and we're not going to go too educational because your mama can't keep up. That's going to put him to sleep. We're just going to get into his words.
Man, that means a Ku Klux Klan member.
Oh.
That means a Klan member.
Oh, before we go any further, I have analyzed your mama's pattern, because when he's called upon the table or the hot seat, let me just state this. Before we get started. When he's called on the hot seat, his first line of defense is to talk over you so that you can't get a word in. And once he successfully talks over you and you can't get a word in, then he will somehow take over the show and reverse the questions to where he's asking you questions. He is now interviewing you on your own show. It's spectacular to watch, and it shows what kind of a weak character Monty has. That's what I'm going to analyze and say from this entire thing. And I'm just giving my opinion, guys. You all can think what you think. I don't have any hate towards either one of these guys. I'm just giving my opinion. Unfortunately, some of you all are not going to like my opinion by the end of the day, but it doesn't bother me at all. So, given that Monty has been grilled by your mama has successfully taken over Monty's panel as he deflected all the questions, as this entire show has been about. As you see, your mama just admitted to sharing people's private pics with his friends. That's the title of this. That's the title of Monty's live. And everything about this live had to do with deflection. Had to do with your mama talking over somebody, had to do with him turning the issue, gaslighting even. And so Hurl World, now the world of Hurl, has brought it back to the topic. And your mama's first line of defense is to attack the audience, because he sees Inferno 0999 in the audience, and the first thing he wants to say is, oh, look off in the audience. I see you have a whole bunch of people out here that don't like me, as he can read Inferno's name, unfortunately. He can tell my name, probably due to my picture, because my name is probably too long for him to enunciate or actually read real fast. But that's a different story. I think your mama has a reading problem. I think Inferno might be right. But my opinion, nobody can call that as fact, lore, or anything else but my opinion. So here we go.
God, I like that guy. Man. Talk about a guy stuck in the basement. Jesus. Got all the nuts in here today.
Oh, all the nuts in here.
I love it.
We got the biggest one right there, yo mama, right there.
That's right. And Skinny Queen was on panel that night, guys. She asked a great question. Hey, Jess. Skinny Queen was holding everybody accountable for everything. It was good. You need to go check it out. It's like the first and last time I'm ever going to promote Monty's channel, but these videos are worth watching, but they are like an hour and a half. This one's like 5 hours long. Nobody's going to sit through a 5 hour long video. That's why we're going to take a 5-minute chunk out of this video and be done with it. But again, you can see Inferno 0999 is in the chat. He says, I'm kind of amazed that you're letting your mama sidetrack this so badly. when I tell you that none of this information up until this point was about anything that your mama said, because he successfully got on panel and he grilled Monty, he grilled Miami, he was starting to grill Skinny Queen, and Skinny Queen was like, not having any of it. No, sir. Stick on topic. And then, of course, Pearl World jumped on and he starts attacking the audience. So, yeah. The question is, what makes your mama credible? Because he's been caught repeatedly lying. What makes your mama a credible individual? Why does your mama have such credibility in this community when he's been told repeatedly by his own community and by everybody else around him that you need to do some homework, you need to learn your facts, you need to be knowledgeable about the things that you say, as well as you've been caught lying so many times. Her world, gaining girl. Hey, we've got your Discord. We know that you've been knowing about Bally. Bally has told us herself that she has emailed you several times. We know that you know about Bally, but you act all surprised when somebody asks you about Bally. Interesting. You've been caught lying on several different occasions to your mama. But hey, that's not here. That's not for me to discuss, because we're going to talk about what you just said and how I could interpret the fact that you could pass out your private information. Because if you're the type of individual that's going to publicly say that you're going to share information, public prawn or anything else, from somebody that you are engaged with a relationship in, then it can also lead me to infer, that's a big word for you, that's also lead me to believe or possibly even guess that you would share your private information with your homeboys, because you strike me, your mama, as that kind of kid that was always trying to fit in. Like, you never really had your own group. You was always trying to fit in. And here at Girl World, you got your own little group. You got your own little clique. You got your own little posse. You are the head honcho. And it makes me feel like you just like the attention. You don't care if you know what you're talking about or not. You just like the attention. That brings me back to some shit that Miami said about an hour ago off into this video. And we'll get back into that. But before now, listen.
There.
Ooh, which one?
You.
Skinny, I don't know if you've been listening, but did you not hear her world say that she was in love with me? Did you not? Do you not know how much love I have and how much love I get out here?
Pearl, can we have I need to talk to you.
You,
I need
you
to
not
talk to
understand that?
Yes. Skinny Queen,
People
yes.
love your
Talk to
mama.
me.
They
Pearl,
love
you
you.
do not. Do you?
Valley has
No,
a
I do
shrine.
not love your
Valley
mama.
has a shrine.
Officially,
That's a whole
unequivocally,
statue.
I do not love your mama.
Okay.
You just said
Thank
it.
God. Woo. Because I was starting
Did
to
you
sweat
not
like
hint,
your mama
did
does.
you not
I
say
was
you
starting to
sensed
sweat
hints
like
of
your mama
sarcasm,
does.
my dude?
Woo.
Did you
My
not say
dude, that was
that?
not sarcasm. That was real.
you said you said you knew
That
there
was
was
real.
sarcasm in there. Come on now.
That was
Pearl,
that was.
you
You
had
really
me
think I
sweating
love
like
you?
your mama for a minute. I thought
That was
he
real.
was for real.
That was real.
Well, it ain't real.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
love your mama.
Look at my number one fan who wants to beat me so bad. Hannibal's in the building.
Uh-oh.
That man wants to beat me so bad.
Hannibal is so above your league. Hannibal
What?
is way above
Valley.
you. He's
Okay, her
so
world.
much
Her world. I gotta ask you
classier.
this question.
Now, I've been in the building for quite some time. I've been in the building for a long time, and I was listening and I was typing in the chat and everything else. I think, again, your mama can't necessarily read, and you see the comment that I put up was me eating popcorn. I think he can recognize the popcorn, and he recognizes my symbol. I don't think he can actually read my name, because when it comes down to that first word, man, that breaks him down on such a mental level that he can't just, like, he has to go and tug on mommy's dress. He's asking, can you help me with this? The Tee-hee house of Tee-hee. Yeah, so yeah, I just I don't know if he can't read. He doesn't know the TH makes a sound, so that's the House of Hannibal. I got you. I understand. English is hard. His English is hard. So go ahead, your mama. This is when he noticed that I was in the house. So watch how he antagonizes me.
You were
I gotta ask you this question,
you
whole
were
world.
so beneath him.
Whole world. I gotta ask you this
Yes,
question.
what?
How many Hannibal videos you got on your channel? I'm gonna be
I
quiet.
think I have one or two actually, and they're about
How many of your mama,
trolls trying to dox him, and
videos
then
you got on your
you
channel?
trying to talk some
How many of
ish
your-
on him.
How
So
many of your mama videos you got on your channel?
I understand the facts and I understand the issues and I understand what's going on. And to give you some context as to what's happening, when Jessica Meska had her public Discord open, Jessica Meska shared personal information with her Discord on Miami. Whether Miami has a public or private page, Miami shared this information with Jessica in kind of a relationship kind of fashion. The problem has been is Miami, even though her page may be open to the public, was not necessarily trying to bring attention to her page and was sharing something personal with her partner. That's where all of this comes from. That's where the entire statement that your mama made comes from, as he wants somebody to go and review the entire context. The entire context is Miami Vice Pastels 83 is upset because at a time of intimacy, at a time that she believed that she had something going on with Jessica Meska, she shared this information with Jessica and Jessica shared it with the public. Then they proceeded to make fun of her. So that's what happened. I'm not downing anybody. I'm telling you facts. There's nothing illegal about sharing pics. It's just the principality of the situation, Smokey. It's principalities behind this. That's all I'm saying. And all you could try to do was demasculate me, by transforming my name into a feminine version of it. That's going to make me feel less of a man, and that's going to bring me down. Is that your psychology behind this, your mama? Because I've played the dozen for years, and I'm going to start off with the nastiest thing that I could possibly call you, and I would just go ahead and throw it out there. You little nasty mutt mulatian. There. You want to play fourth grade? I was smart in the fourth grade too. And if you don't know what a mulatian is, then that's good. Other than that, you nasty mutt. Yeah. Now have Bridget dissect that. You go ahead and have the Smoke Lounge go ahead and dissect that about what I said about you right there. Have it that. But you want to play fourth grade, I can be just as petty as you. And matter of fact, I think I was. And this will probably be my last time officially addressing you directly. From now on out, I'll directly address you either in my community tab, like I've already done. Do you understand why I won't necessarily address him directly? Because if you are not on my level, your mama, that means being smart enough, intelligent enough to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth and the words that I may be able to write down, then there's no need to talk to you. I'm not going back to fourth grade to be able to entertain you on the playground, is to be able to call you out your name, yo mammy, and all these other things, yo mulatian, or whatever the fuck I got to say about you, or however I feel. I'm not about to stoop down to your level, but I will when I go to merchandise, guys, because I wanted you all to see that I was in the chat and I was listening to him, and I had to blow kisses at him. Smooches, your mama, smooches, baby. Let me just ask this: who don't think that your mama gives out private videos? Who thinks that your mama keeps his private videos, air quotes, to himself? That's what I want to know. Anybody? Just throw a one in the chat if you think that your mama keeps his private videos to himself. If not, then any other number will do. It doesn't matter. Just throw a 1 if you think that he keeps his videos to himself. Because I think I agree with you, Yo Mama. It's probable.
Does it say that I give out private photos and private?
You're
sex
hung
tapes?
up on the private part still.
No, that's what the people that
No,
react
you
to
keep
your
bringing up
video
the
are
private
hung
part.
up on, you moron.
You are
You
the
not
one bringing
understand
that
that?
up.
That's what
You said
Hannibal said.
Right there on your forehead, Yo Mama.
more than I like you.
Does that man not put you to sleep though? I'm just saying. I'm serious. Do you watch him like at night? And he does put me to sleep very well. He's a very. Whenever I'm just about to doze off, I'm just like, yo, let me put on some Hannibal. If I can't sleep, I just put on Hannibal. That dude is just like, yo, I am here today.
You are on panel being grilled about the shit that you said about posting and sharing pics of private personal prawn with information for people that you were involved with. And of course, I'm boring. I hope I do put your ass to sleep because big words that you have to look up, like get circumcised. Oh shit! Now he, Your mama. The only reason I ask you to even do your homework is so you could be educated and not sound like an idiot. Never be like me, sir. Let me tell you this, and I'm about to step up on my soapbox and put my cape of security on. You'll never be like me, sir. You'll never be as smart as me, talented as me, wise as me, funny as me. Aren't you a failed comedian? I've never called myself a comedian at all, and I think I'm funnier than you